Toronto Blue Jays are making moves and following what has been an incredible past 24 hours for the Toronto Blue Jays. They made a crucial move. To break down, of course, what that move is, but most importantly, multiple huge Jays updates, specifically as it pertains to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. that came out following yesterday night's win. We also have a surprising update coming out surrounding Alek Manoah. As yes, he is still in the picture, and he's doing interesting things. Stay tuned for all that in this episode, folks. But before we get into it all, if you're a part of the percentage who aren't subscribed to the channel, you guys have been absolute beasts of the support. So make sure to smash that subscribe button, folks. Let's dive right into it. A lot to go over today, and let's start with, of course, what's going to be an exciting, game today, this afternoon, 4:10 Eastern, I believe it is. But folks, let's dive into a couple of updates here, and let's start with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Now, he, of course, was out of the lineup yesterday yet again, and we have some updates surrounding both Vladdy's health and, of course, what this means heading into this afternoon's game. And, of course, as of the time of recording, there is no update yet, no timeline. Well, there's a bit of a timeline, but no update yet on whether he's playing today. But you can see this here. This is what John Schneider said on Blair and Barker. He's going through everything today on the field, running, hitting, and seeing how he feels. We're trying to be careful, but we want to get him in as quick as we can. It's not IL worthy. He has been better every day. Hopefully he's available tonight or over the weekend. Of course, he wasn't available yesterday. And of course, now the goal is going to be today. But the key piece of information here is, Vladdy's an absolute beast. He plays every single day. So for him to be out, he's clearly dealing with something, but it is not IL worthy, which is obviously important information. And this, of course, came out slightly before, all the different theatrics before the game, running, bullpen hitting, running the bases, all these different things. And then Hazel May came in with an update saying that he ran for the first time since suffering the injury. He said he ran 80% and that he feels good, but he still has plenty left to do. And of course, he took BP on the field for the first time as well. And John Schneider said, depending how I felt after BP, could pinch hit. Yesterday, of course, that did not matter at all, which obviously leads us to where we are this morning. Now, of course, we know here he did some sprints. All is going well. He may be available off the bench. He was. Now, Keegan Matheson late last night dropped a very key article detailing what Vladdy spoke out essentially. You can see this here. He tested a sore hamstring for the first time since aggregating it Friday afternoon. And he said, I still need to run the bases and take ground balls. Today's the first day I've hit BP. It's going to be soon, but we've got to take it day by day. And for me, my mindset is fine, said Guerrero, who has 21 home runs. Something happened for a reason. For me, it's nothing negative. It's nothing big. I feel good as of now. But like I said, I'll follow the program. And when they tell me I'm ready, I'm ready. So Vladdy's taking the approach of waiting for the team to tell him when he's ready. And clearly, this isn't something super, super serious. If it was, he wouldn't be taking BP and sprinting on the field pregame at 80%. So that's obviously good news. And this is kind of the scarier thing heading into, this weekend was him not being lined up yesterday was quite frankly a surprise because he got the off day Wednesday in the afternoon. Of course, everyone got the off day on Thursday for the Toronto Blue Jays. And for him not to play, pretty surprising. Like, he's missed less than 20 games in his MLB career. So it's interesting there. And John Schneider even came out and within the article kind of said, we all know how important he is to us. We don't want him to not be in the lineup. Trying to learn from past injuries of that nature. We definitely can't afford to lose him for an extended period of time. So that's the wrap on that. He's been running, he's been hitting. He's going to be back very, very soon. So that's the latest update on Vladdy. Let us know down below what your thoughts are on that. But sprinkled into this article as well, which I want to dive into in a minute here before I dive into, of course, the move, is two Blue Jays being in Miami. And that's Alek Manoah, who we'll dive into in a minute, and Anthony Santander. So this is actually pretty interesting. We're going to have, of course, a video covering Santander fairly soon, but he's picked up the volume and intensity of his swings as he ramps back up from his shoulder injury that cost him the season. And he's hit balls off a tee and has been taking batting practice, but hasn't, got to velocity yet. So pretty interesting update on him. Slowly but surely starting to progress here for Anthony Santander. And I mean, at the end of the day, him getting even, this far, I'm going to count it as a mini success for now. I was confused. I was doubtful that he was even going to hit this year, which, prior to the year ending. Will he still play for this team? Probably not, right? He's probably not going to factor into the lineup this year. Maybe they hope he, recovers quick, has his rehab stint, and comes back sometime in mid to late September. But by then, do you even want to put him into a wild card or hopefully ALDS game? That's obviously the biggest question mark. But what we do know is he's slowly starting to pick things up, probably going to hit against velocity soon. And that's obviously good news. Now, on the flip side of that, Alek Manoah, a couple of days ago, he actually pitched. And I want to cover this because not a lot of people are talking about it. And within this weekend, or that's this week of starts, Shane Bieber was in there, and we'll dive into him in a minute. But he's pitched the other night, and he finished by retiring 9 straight hitters, finishing with a 4.2 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 earned run in AAA. A very solid and respectable outing for Alek Manoah. And like Keegan Matheson outlined, he was actually on the in Miami on the dugout yesterday, and he was in the dugout, if you saw yesterday, witnessing Shane Bieber dominate, which we'll dive into in a moment. He is they're probably going to keep him in AAA the rest of the year, but he's obviously going to be a big factor of this team going forward. I still have faith in Alek Manoah. I don't think he's going to pitch. And when I say this team going forward, I don't mean this year. I mean next year and beyond. Chris Bassett's a pending free agent. There's a couple guys. Max Scherzer's a pending free agent. Shane Bieber will probably be a pending free agent if he declines his player option. Like, there's a lot of moving pieces here. And Alek Manoah getting better and being a Cy Young pitcher, that's probably in the past, right? But him slowly improving and slowly looking better and getting his confidence back, that's what we're looking for. And ultimately, you want everybody to be healthy. And Alek Manoah is a huge, huge step. He's been struggling a lot at the at the minor league level, just getting his rehab back at the Tommy John. For him to come back, have a very solid start, very, very positive news. And I'm happy for him. I'm happy for Alek Manoah. Let me know down below, though, do you want to see either Alek Manoah or Anthony Santander in any of the Toronto Blue Jays lineups this year? I don't see a world where Manoah comes in. Like, you have Eric Lauer out of the pen, bearing some, and, God forbid, a huge injury to a bunch of the pitchers or anything like that. There probably won't be any spots for Manoah. But the good news is he's getting healthy and he's getting better. Now, let's dive into the move the Jays made, and it transitions perfectly into what I want to talk about this morning a little bit more, which is Shane Bieber. So he's reinstated from the 60 IL and will start in tonight's game. That was, of course, the move they made, and Braden Fisher was optioned down. So that was the move they made. Of course, they're making moves. More moves are going to come in a week, September 1st. That's when Loperfido and probably Braden Fisher are going to return. But man, oh man, let's touch on Shane Bieber a little bit. Now, I covered it in yesterday's video briefly. Feel free to check that one out from last night if you haven't already, or if you missed the game. I mean, just unbelievable. Looking at his spray chart here, like, he was dotting his corners, he was dotting the zone, really attacking down and away to righties and, down and away to lefties as well. But like, man, oh man, what a fantastic game for Mr. Bieber. And I mean, the reaction after this game from the fans, from Bieber, you have John Schneider coming out and saying he got Bieber fever and that he's a believer now. Like, the vibes are at an all-time high, and things are just great. And if the Jays, it's going to be interesting to see, because they have like 4 off days in the next couple weeks coming up here, where they factor in. Like, his next scheduled start is against the Twins on Wednesday, and then there's an off day Thursday, and then they play again Friday. Are they going to keep Bieber on regular rest for Wednesday? Or are they going to potentially go into Friday with, Bieber and give him the extra day off? Maybe throw Eric Lauer in there. Today's game is going to be pretty crucial for that, to see who actually pitches. We saw Eric Lauer warm up in the bullpen yesterday. Maybe Eric Lauer can go today if Berríos struggles like he has been. And as you look at the standings here, everything is good. I said in the video yesterday that we want, or the day before, that we want, I don't remember which one, there's been so many videos, that we want the Red Sox to take 3 out of 4 against the Yankees. That would be ideal. So far, they've taken the first 2. So realistically, we're in very good shape now. The Jays remain 5 games up on the Red Sox and 5.5 games up on the Yankees. And with each passing game, that's 1 game closer to the end of the season, which is exciting because, yes, it's the end of baseball regular season, which is sad, but it's good because the Jays have a real chance here to win the ALDS, or win the, AL East, and of course make the ALDS. The Jays got to keep winning, though. 21 games above 500, have to keep winning, but the out-of-town scoreboard's helping, and all of us fans are helping as the Jays continue to be absolute beasts out there. But that'll wrap it up. Let me know down below what your thoughts are. Do you want to see these players back? Let me know down below what your thoughts are on, of course, the move, calling up Bieber and him being dominant, and of course, Vladdy. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully Santander and Manoah, specifically Santander, can make an impact this season.